Hello Moto GP fans. Welcome back to ZNGP Today. Aprilia's project director Massimo Rivola has set an ambitious tone for 2026, close the gap on Ducati, challenge Marc Márquez and make Marco Bezzecchi the team's spearhead. After a strong second half in 2025, Rivola says Noale has the brains and the plan to push for race wins and, why not, a title. After a season that surprised even him, Marc Márquez has offered a clear-eyed assessment of what 2025 meant and what's realistic going forward. The reigning champion reflected on the scale of his domination, the effect of the sprint format on repeatability, and the careful recovery that now occupies his days. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Rivola opened by celebrating Aprilia's progress, 4 wins, second in the constructors' standings and a rider's podium position for Bezzecchi. He framed last season's strong finish as proof that the team's development path is working, but warned that success must be converted into sustained progress. For Rivola, the momentum of late 2025 is motivation, not a comfort blanket. The mandate now is to push harder and aim higher across the full season. "I'm happy. We're on the right track with our plans." That satisfaction comes with a clear follow-up. The team must capitalize on gains and avoid complacency as rivals respond. Rivola didn't hide Aprilia's ambitions. The goal is to be the team that finally challenges Ducati's dominance, and that inevitably means going head-to-head with Marc Márquez when he's on the grid. He acknowledged the caveat that many of Aprilia's best results came when Márquez was absent, but argued the team's recent pace and engineering momentum give it a legitimate shot at upsetting the established order. For Noale, the rivalry with Ducati is the metric of credibility, and beating Marc would be the ultimate statement. "Beating him is the big challenge, and we hope to be the ones to achieve it." Rivola sees that challenge as both sporting and reputational. Take the fight to Ducati and you prove you belong at the top. One of Rivola's recurring themes was how Aprilia intends to win, not by outspending rivals but by smarter engineering and creative thinking. Noale's history, Piaggio Group backing, and a compact, efficient organization are presented as strengths. The team's ability to look at problems differently and execute fast. Rivola argued that innovation and focus, rather than raw budget, will unlock further performance from the RSGP platform. "In Noale, we have a history that few can boast of, and we have the full support of the Piaggio Group. We're not Honda, but being efficient makes you more effective." That pragmatic philosophy underpins Aprilia's development roadmap: targeted ideas, rapid validation, and maximum return from each change. Rivola singled out Marco Bezzecchi as the rider best positioned to carry Aprilia's title hopes. After an adaptation period, Bezzecchi's turnaround became the team's engine, a mix of speed, empathy with the bike and trust in the engineers. Rivola wants Bezzecchi to be the standard bearer but stresses the importance of a full squad around him, ideally a returning Jorge Martin at full health, so the team isn't dependent on one rider's form. "I trust that Marco can fight for the World Championship, and he trusts that Aprilia can afford it." That endorsement is both confidence and a call to arms. Give Bezzecchi the tools and support, and Aprilia believes the rider will deliver. Massimo Rivola's message is bold and methodical. Aprilia has the momentum, the engineering culture, and a leader in Bezzecchi. Now it's about converting those ingredients into consistent race wins and championship contention. Rivola admits the path includes tough rivals and the unpredictability of rider recoveries, but his faith in Noale's creativity and efficiency frames Aprilia's 2026 campaign as one to watch. If the team executes, the paddock could be in for some serious surprises. Márquez arrived at Ducati with clear goals, but the sheer scope of his dominance exceeded expectations. 11 Grand Prix wins and 14 sprint victories, wrapped up with the title secured 5 rounds early, wasn't something he'd planned for. Instead of boasting, he sounds reflective. The season gave him results beyond ambition, and in his view, beyond what anyone could reasonably expect to reproduce. That candid humility reframes 2025 as a near-unique alignment of form, machinery and moments that will be hard to mirror. No, I never imagined such a great year. It's a modest confession from a rider used to rewriting the record books, and it sets a tone of realism for what comes next. One of Márquez's central points is structural. The modern weekend awards a lot of points across sprints and mains, which compresses the margin for dominance. With more points on offer each weekend, small mistakes are amplified and rivals have more opportunities to claw back ground. Márquez suggests that the championship architecture itself makes a repeat sweep of victories and points accumulation massively more difficult than in past eras, even for a rider of his caliber. Right now, I think it's almost impossible to repeat, because between the sprints and the races, there are so many points up for grabs every weekend, it's not easy. That observation is tactical as well as philosophical. It's a reminder that rule changes and formats shape the kind of dominance that's possible. The other, more immediate reality is medical. A complicated shoulder injury in Indonesia forced surgery and a period of immobilization. Márquez is in a painstaking phase of rehabilitation. Long physiotherapy sessions, hyperbaric therapy, checkups every couple of weeks and incremental loading to rebuild strength. He's pragmatic about timelines, no shortcuts, no premature optimism, emphasizing that the priority now is getting the body right so future performance is earned, not rushed. Physically, we're improving, which is the important thing. That steady, clinical approach to recovery has been a through line in his recent career. Surgical decisions followed by disciplined rehabilitation that puts longevity ahead of short-term returns. Even as he savors a championship year, Márquez admits the feeling of clinching the title with races still to run is strangely anticlimactic. A victory fulfilling a goal but not how he pictured it. He wanted to fight for the crown. He didn't expect to wrap it up so early. That mix of satisfaction and wistfulness suggests a competitor who values the contest as much as the trophy and who now sees 2026 as an exercise in measured defense rather than a repeat performance. I hope that was the goal. I even said so, that I could try to fight for the World Championship. But not like this, clinching the title with 5 races to go. The line captures both pride and the weird anticlimax of a season that ended sooner than he deserved to celebrate. Marc Márquez's post-season reflections are both modest and strategic. He recognizes an extraordinary year when he sees one, warns that the current format reduces the chance of a straight repeat, and is now focused on recovering properly to return stronger. As the paddock looks ahead to rule changes and rival development, Márquez's message is simple. 2025 was exceptional, and the job now is to prepare carefully for whatever comes next. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your Moto GP news update. And see you next time!